Can wrestle hogs and gators with my big bare hands.
This week on Red Hour, boy, it's straight wide open. I don't know what we're getting ourselves in here. Josh and I just got a crash course in what real hog hunting is like. Now we're going out here and see if we can't stick a gator with the bow.
Well, a couple years ago, we bumped into a guy by the name of Jeff Lampy down at the SHOT Show in Orlando.
Got to talking with Kip and Kat and invited them out for a hunt in Missouri, come hunt deer with me, and then a year went by and it was fall, and I got a call from Kat and said, hey, is there any way we can come out and hunt deer? And I said, well, I'm pretty booked up. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but let me see if I can put something together for you.
Well, we ended up not getting to go whitetail hunting with Jeff that fall, and he called me up the next summer and said, you know, let's get together on a gator hunt. You know, I'd never been gator hunting. The only thing I've seen gators on TV. I think I saw one when I went to Disney World, so this was all going to be real new to me. Well, the plan was to pick Jeff up at the airport. Josh and I jumped in the car and rode down to St. Augustine, or right by St. Augustine. And before we went down to gator hunt, we were going to do a little bit of a hog hunt.
I had an interesting trip getting here. My planes were booked very closely together, so I missed my second flight. Had to fly in later on a different flight.
The rundown is Jeff's plane got screwed up somehow, left without him. So he's stuck at the Atlanta airport, and we're here in Jacksonville, Florida. We're just outside of Jacksonville now, I guess. And we got till 6 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock now. So we got 2 hours to kill. We might go in here and see a movie or something. We met Jeff at the airport for the first time. Well, second time for me, first time Josh met him. The boy is straight wide open. I don't know what we're getting ourselves in here tonight, man. It's just, it might be, sounds like a lot of fun. I heard talking, somebody got their finger chopped off by a hog and all this stuff. I think they're just trying to scare the new guys on the scene, though, so we'll see.
He said gnawed off in
front of him. He's trying to scare him, brother. I see what you're trying to do, Jeff. I ain't scared of nothing.
Just along for the ride.
So we get down there and meet all the hog hunters. And these guys, I mean, they were as country gets, and we hit it off immediately. You know, these were some good old country boys just like us. They love to hunt, especially hog hunting, and you know, we were looking forward to getting to see what they like to do so much.
Saturday's looking great. Couldn't be better since.
Finally, one of the dogs struck, and they go on this big long chase.
Truck, and we're ready to play. The field I see is through the trees.
These guys are kind of charging through the brush trying to find this hog, and all of a sudden, this sow hog just comes barreling down at me and Josh, and she slams on the brakes just in the brush where we can't quite see her. The thing that was concerning me the most is nobody had a weapon. I think I actually had the only real weapon that you can consider a weapon. I had a big Rambo-style survival knife, just in case, you know, I didn't know what was going to go down.
I'm loving the mud. Party time on our four-wheel drives, stuck in a rut up to our head.
One down. 7 more to go.
I can't imagine doing that with a better.
I know.
300 pounder, yeah.
Now, you know, Josh and I, we had experienced our first hog hunt basically with dogs, and we caught that little 40-pound, 50-pound hog or whatever he was. And I mean, that was intense. You know, we had a bigger hog almost charge us, and it was kind of touch and go there for a second, and definitely an adrenaline rush. But we didn't even have any idea what we were in for.
We went in and there's a 200-pound plus boar hog, and you'll see the footage.
Ready, Ricky?
Man, they said, "Hey, you guys ready?" And they turned Goddard loose. I mean, it hit the fan when Goddard got in there, buddy. Goddard didn't play. We get up to this blowdown, and it's super intense. I mean, everybody's, you know, hollering, you know, "Get up here, check this out." And Josh climbs up on the blowdown and almost falls through on top of the hog while he's got the camera. And somebody hollered, you know, "Somebody get in there and help him." So I just ran in there. I wasn't even thinking. I'm gonna tell you what, I've been on a whole lot of hunts, and I don't know that there's a whole lot that can compare to the adrenaline rush you get when there is a live, perfectly healthy, uninjured, ready to fight hog, and you've got it by the back feet.
Talking about adrenaline. Well, I had locked up my forearms just as tight you can't even mash it.
Yeah.
So
That was cool, man.
That's a fine hog, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
You don't get much many more than that. He's a gangster. We didn't even know he was like that until we rolled him over.
What's up, Ricky?
Up in the hole too.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, these guys were intense, man. They loved what they did. I even saw one guy walking around out there barefoot.
Kevin, you going with the mud diggers?
And you know, after all that intense action, we just let the hog go. And they said, you know, we'll let him go so we can catch him again sometime. So, you know, we wrap up the hog hunt. We had a great time. We caught 2 hogs. Those guys are about some of the best guys I've ever got to hang around. Just good country boys, and we had a ball doing something that we had never done before. But I guarantee you I'll be back down there to do it again sometime. So the next day rolls around and we load up the truck and we're heading down to Mitch Klein's house of Klein Airboats and El Lagarto Guide Service to do some gator hunting, which would be another first for us.
We're about 20-some miles outside of Orlando, Florida right now. Josh and I just got a crash course in what real hog hunting is like. We just got to went on our hog hunts, and I ended up getting 2 hogs, caught them with the dogs and everything. That was definitely a new one on me. I'd never seen anything like that. And, it was really fun. We had a great time. Now we're going down here and see if we can't stick a gator with the bow, and see if we can get it done, man. My man up here, Jeff Lampy, he's pretty confident. He feels like we ought to be able to finish this gator hunt off in one try, one night. So we'll have to see. I don't know. Should be fun anyway. Just to ride on an airboat should be fun.
So Mitch was showing us around his house, and he has got some crazy trophies in there. He's got his big, you know, I think that thing was like 14 feet or close to 14 feet. That big old alligator he's got mounted, full body mount. And there's a gator that Devin had actually killed that he got injured or hit by something, and he had 2 mouths. It's like he grew two sides to his face.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was his first video.
We're here in Florida. It's hot. Josh and I are on another first time hunt. It's gonna be our first time on an airboat, first time in the Everglades, and definitely the first time going after a man-eating alligator. We're gonna try to get this Muzzy Gator Getter kit set up on the PSC. See what we can't do with that. Dead gator.
But you talking about some foot pounds, buddy. Coming out of that PSE, it'll thump him, Jack.
Oh yeah. Now you have a baby, I know you know what you're doing.
Mine doesn't look like this. The one I got at home looks a lot different than that.
Mine too.
We got up that next morning and had a big old good country breakfast. We loaded up the coolers with ice, and it was time to head to the Everglades to go kill a gator.
See that in Virginia?
No, not that quick. Hopefully we can avoid all that.
About the time we got there, though, thankfully the rain broke. So we get everything out of the truck. We're ready to go gator hunting. And around the corner comes Mitch's friend, Ray Clay. Now, Ray's a straight-up character, man. He gets there and he gives us a little safety briefing.
Y'all ain't got no fat girls with you?
There's two-way traffic in the trails, okay? Who's ever up there, everyone watches the trails. If you see another boat before I do, let me know. I don't care if you just reach over and slap me in the chest. Point them out, okay? Know that there's two-way traffic in the trails. If there's another boat coming from the other way and it looks like we're gonna hit, know that I'm gonna go right. That's the rules. Rocks, trees, bushes, it don't matter. I'm going right. Cover your eyes because most everything else will grow back.
Safety meeting.
Adjourn.
Oh, there's a disabled boat in the trail.
Now, we're going to go out there and stay in the Everglades on this hunt. And Mitch and Jeff had kind of been hyping this as, you know, guys, don't forget to bring your thermocell. This place, you know, it's really not that nice. I hope you can stand it for a couple of days being out here. We go on this 15-minute boat ride to get to this rundown cabin, and it's one of the nicest places that I've ever stayed in. We go on this 15-minute boat ride to get to this rundown cabin, and it's one of the nicest places that I've ever stayed in.
Well, I'm ever right and I'm ever wrong. Someone's gotta carry on. We need backbone and a country song. Yes, I say. So take pride in what you're preaching. Well, there's trouble in the teaching.
I've been there before, and once again, it is one of the most amazing places you'll ever see. Right out in the middle of the glades, just water all surrounding you.
You know, this place that Ray had looked like it should have been off of CMT Cribs or something.
This is the way it was back in the 70s. You can see where they jacked this building down and took this first floor out and jacked this building up, or that building would be underwater right now. And this here is a 300-pound beer-sucking pig. Okay?
Nice.
Yeah, and this one here weighs 1,200 pounds. Come on, I'll show you around the rest of the place. You gotta have that. I mean, what else you gonna do? The posts that it's sitting on are 16 feet long. Well, we're gonna shoot that later. The central air from the main camp.
Air conditioning everywhere.
Bed was built right here. 45-degree corner chainsaw in between beers. Now this, we had to build right here inside the room. How else you gonna get it here? That was truly done with a chainsaw in between beers. It'll frost the windows up in another hour or so.
You ever seen anything like this, Josh?
Nope. Again, chainsaw in between beers.
Starting to notice a pattern here.
Yeah, starting to notice a pattern.
There's this bed hanging from the ceiling in the middle of the living room in the Caribbean. I'm like, that's going on. I gotta do that just to upset my neighbors, you know, my redneck friends. They walk up here, look in the window, and just walk away. Only Ray.
Well, after we got the grand tour of Ray's place, we had a little cookout. We got to hang out for a while, and then it was time to get after the Gators. And all of a sudden, it was just like, you see these two big lights just cut on. One of the nicest airboats that I've ever seen rolls up on us. And sure enough, it's the man.
I do hope you're frogging with that thing.
You what?
I do hope you're frogging with that thing.
Frogging?
Well, hey everybody, that's all the time we got for today, unfortunately. This week's hunt was a little bit different. We got to wrestle down some hogs instead of sticking them with a bow. But next week, you get to see the conclusion of our Everglade gator hunt.
There's the tail right there.
Go up there and talk to me like that on the gator hunt. That was cool. And Goddard get in there. Goddard get in there. Comes this airboat just screaming around the corner with this crazy man sitting on top of it. Bow coach was actually discovered by the Germans in 1987.
Sorry.
And it was originally designed to go on a missile to help the trajectory, is the term they use. And bow coach, obviously the derivative from the Greek word bow koche, which means perfect archer. If Chuck Norris was an archer, he'd only use bow coach.